Well, hello there. Tell me, what are you looking at back there? Shall I keep this music, people, or will I go back to the original one? You can leave your comments and I'll have a look later. Okay, so welcome once again to Elvis, the Ultimate Fan Channel. Done by a fan, for you, the fans. And we've got a lot to get through tonight. Big announcements to be made. It's kind of funky though, this music, isn't it? You must admit. That's enough. Hello everyone. Welcome, as I say, to Elvis the Ultimate Fan Channel, a drama-free zone. Any drama will be dealt with by my lovely assistant, Maxine, who is moderating for me. So coming up is Fan of the Month quiz. Yes, plus announcing the winner of the Blu-ray for last month's quiz. Where is it? It's here somewhere. Well, you know what it looks like anyway, don't you? Yeah, you do. Anyway, it's the Blu-ray of Elvis Baz Luhrmann. I did have it here somewhere, but I must have lost it. Yeah, that. Somebody tonight, before the end of the show, is going to be announced as the winner of that Blu-ray. And I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think I may have seen this person's name on the chat. So stick around because it might be you. What else? This day in Elvis history. If you want to know if it's a red letter day for you, an anniversary, anything, or if you're just interested in what Elvis was doing down the years on October the 2nd, then I will let you know about that. We'll have a live interactive poll that you can vote on. It's completely anonymous, people. I don't know who votes, and nobody knows who votes. But I just see the percentage, and the more people that vote, the more accurate we get a result. So I'll be asking you to do that later. I'll also be opening the phone lines, and you can talk to me about the possibility of Lisa Marie living at Graceland. As you can see, that is the topic for this week. Now, it might not be exactly what you think, so hear me out when I discuss the topic, and then I'll open the phone lines. I wish Elvis had recorded. That's another item we do, which is a song. And I'd like you to take part in this as well. If there's a song that you hear while you're going about your weekly business and you think, I wish Elvis had recorded that, well, send it in to me and we might feature it on a future show. As you can see as well, Elvis 24-hour radio, links in the description box below. You can enjoy Elvis 24/7. First thing, though, I would just like to mention something that happened this week about a big friend of ours, a big Elvis friend of ours, Michelle. You might know her better as Elvis Lass. Now, unfortunately, Michelle has had to take herself off YouTube. She had probably one of the best YouTube channels on YouTube, not just Elvis, but on YouTube itself. And unfortunately, she made a video there saying that she would have to just take herself off YouTube for a few weeks, and because it was just getting too much for her. She has some personal issues and some family issues she needs to take care of, and of course, we fully understand that. But I'd just like to say to Michelle, if she's watching, that it's not goodbye, it's see you later, because I'm sure you'll be back, Michelle, and in the interim you will actually be missed. I know you will. I hope I can speak for everybody when I say that. So yeah, I just wanted to just to give Michelle a shout out and say we fully understand, and we hope that things improve for you in the future, and we can all start enjoying your great videos again. And that's it for now. I am in touch with Michelle, and I like I say, I don't think it's goodbye, it's just see you later. So, actually there's Michelle herself now. All life happens, I'm still here, just not making the videos. Thanksgiving, lovely folks. Okay, so, that's great, Michelle, stick around, and I'm pretty sure you will be back. Now, another thing, before we do the quiz, I'm going to say that maybe next week we might have a new topic for the quiz, which we haven't used yet, and that is name the jumpsuit. So if you're a little bit hazy on the names of the jumpsuits and things like that, well, maybe this following week you can scrub up and brush up a little bit on your knowledge of the Elvis jumpsuits, because I just like to keep the quiz fresh and introduce new things as we go along. So name the jumpsuit could well be next week. And I also have a new sound clip for this week's quiz. Thanks to Jack Mullins. He contacted me during the week and suggested I use this as a sound clip. So whoever gets the question right first will hear this new sound clip. Right. So a lot coming up. As I say, please do stick around because we will be doing... Oh, yeah. We are, of course... We played for this last week or last month, and somebody will be winning this tonight. But some of the things that we've given away, the fan of the year was this, the Speedway jacket, and Helen won this, and Helen very kindly sent me in a photograph of her wearing her prize, and here it is, looking absolutely beautiful. Well done, Helen. I'm so happy for you, and it suits you down to the ground. And I must admit, I bet it won't be long before you're walking along somewhere and somebody's going to say, hey, that's an Elvis Speedway jacket. Because I often get people commenting on my Sun Studios t-shirts. I have a big one as well with a huge Sun logo on the front, and people always mention that to me as well. So there's Helen, the winner of the Speedway jacket. We also, Norsette she very kindly donated her prize to Maxine for moderating, and Maxine chose this, the Essential 70s Masters. So Maxine got that box set in the week, and as I say, somebody shortly is going to win the Blu-ray DVD. So yeah, somebody says, Helen, that is so great. Let's just have that one more time because she looks really, really proud of that, and she looks really, really good. She's just off out, actually. She told me she was off out in the Speedway jacket, and she got her friend to take a photograph of her as she was going out through her gate. So wonderful, beautiful. And thanks for sending that in, Helen. You look marvelous. And I'm jealous because I haven't got one, and I'm going to have to start dropping hints for somebody to get me one. Santa. Right, here we go. Fan of the month quiz, stand by Maxine. And also Maxine says thank you, Norsette 45. Yes, she handed it down to Maxine. She was Norsette was the fan of the month, but she says no, hand it down to Maxine. Very, very kind. So here we go. The first question is a sound clip, and if I can remember where I've got it on my board, it's quite a short one. So tell me which movie this is from.
I need tactics, honey. It's just the beast in me.
Now, what do you think? Can anybody tell me? Wow, 10:15 Elvis. Yes. So if it is 10:15 Elvis, you are going to get this. And are you ready for this? Oh, look at this. Jailhouse Rock, Jailhouse Rock, Jailhouse Rock. Okay, 10:15 Elvis. Right. 10:15 Elvis is the first recipient of this new sound clip. Jack knows what it is. Jack Mullins knows what it is because he suggested it. And are you ready for it?
Bring out the booze, Grandma.
Yeah. Do you want to hear that again?
Bring out the booze, Grandma.
Does anybody know where that's from? That clip?
Bring out the booze, Grandma.
Oh, and don't answer, Jack, because you know. Yeah, that's right. That ain't the. What does Elvis say? That ain't tactics, honey. That's just the beast in me. Norsette says, haha, nice, Jack Mullins. No, it's not Blue Hawaii. No, it's not Stay Away Joe. Think about it.
Bring out the booze, Grandma.
I can tell you that Timothy Lee gets it. There was no prize for that. That was just I wondered whether you knew where it was coming from. Yeah, the Jungle Room sessions. It was while he was getting ready to record Never Again, and he shouted out,
bring out the booze, Grandma.
Okay. So, question 2, or should I say sound clip number 2, is this one.
He'll be a lot quieter after the swelling goes down.
Swelling from what?
That bump on your head.
I got no bump on my head.
You have now.
Okay. So Elvis Austin says Charto. Well, Elvis Austin, I'm not going to take that because you spelled it wrong. I'm going to give it to Brian Roberts. Sorry about that. I'm being mean tonight.
Bring out the booze, Grandma.
Okay. So I'm going to give that to Brian Roberts. Sorry, Elvis Austin. I'm being very strict tonight. Right. I even get. What is this, Steve? It's starting out to be a fun show. Love it. Oh, it's only starting out to be a fun show. Right. Okay. I'm in one of those moods tonight. I think I've had too much coffee. I even get a chance to play this other jingle, which I love. The Mystery Voice. Yes, the Mystery Voice is right. It says, Salam says, haven't watched Charo in years. Yeah, he actually bangs the fella's head on the bars of the cell. No more coffee for you, says Maxine. That's right. Yeah, I know. Whew. Okay, here we go. So this is the Mystery Voice. And if I remember where I placed it on my soundboard, I should be able to play it now.
On the way, I thought I'd stop by Elvis's house and see if he liked the song. I stopped by Elvis's house about 6 o'clock in the morning. From Texas, we'd driven to Memphis. And handed the guard a note, telling him that I was at the gate, you know. And I was going to hang around if it was too early. You know, just sort of hang around and wait till everybody got awake.
Okay, well, I've got Jerry Lee Lewis, Roy Orbison. There's a lot of Roy Orbisons. Oh, hi, Colin. Hi, Colin Paul. As far as I can see, it was Jack Mullins. Well done. And Jack actually gets his own.
Bring out the booze, Grandma.
Which is, the one that you actually said, why didn't you use that, Steve? So there you go, Jack Mullins. Yeah, it was Roy Orbison. Yeah, pulled by Elvis's house. The song he was talking about, as far as I know, was Only the Lonely. He was going to offer Elvis Only the Lonely. So there you are. Right. This one is a B-side question. And it is, what was the B-side to the original release of Suspicious Minds? Now, if anybody can tell me that, the original B-side to Suspicious Minds. Wow, Jack, let's have a look. You've put You'll Think of Me, and that's what it is. Colin Paul, well done, Colin. You'll Think of Me. Colin has out a brand new album called, I can't remember what it's called, Colin, sorry. Made in Memphis or something like that, isn't it, I believe? But you recorded in Sun Studios, and it premiered tonight, didn't it, at 7 o'clock? So, yeah, I might put up a picture of the cover next week. I just didn't have a chance this week. So, Jack Mullins again. Jack gets a...
Bring out the booze, Grandma.
Jack is being very, very quick tonight. I must admit, very, very quick. I don't know why that keeps making a noise when I push that.
Bring out the booze, Grandma.
It must be on the recording. Anyway, it makes like a little... Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the only one who can hear it. Did she sell Graceland? No, she didn't sell Graceland. Right, You'll Think of Me, Jack Mullins. It's another B-side. High-Heeled Sneakers was a B-side. But what was the A-side? Okay, can anybody tell me what the A-side is? Now, I am going to... Yeah, it could be Drumsticks. Yes, that's the... Oh, man. Jack Mullins. I don't believe this. It is Guitar Man.
Bring out the booze, Grandma.
Jack, that's 3 in a row. I wonder what the the prize can be for October's Fan of the Month. What would Jack like? No, he's only got 3. It's a long month. I think there's 5 Sundays in October. So just Jack the Lad, somebody says here, and somebody else says hat trick for Jack. It is actually. I'm thinking about it now. The noise you hear just before he says the word bring is 2 drumsticks clicking together. That's what it is. Jack's on fire tonight. You're right, Duncan. You really are right. Okay, this one is a question, and you know how I give you the first letter of each word of the song title? Well, this is I hope this stumps Jack, but I don't think so. So people, start getting your typing fingers, and you've got to get it right. I don't want any typing errors or anything like that. So this is GTC GTB. What song is that? GTC GTB. Well, I just write Jack Mullins down now before I even see his name. Right. So, who is going to get it? Good Time Charlie's got the blues. Salam was in there just before Elvis Austin. JC22, Monique, Jack Mullins. Jack, you were about 4th or 5th. It's strange, isn't it, how it just comes out like that. So, and Elvis Austin was just pipped at the post by Salam. And I tell you why, because I saw it come up, and then a fraction after Salam came up, Elvis Austin came up. So, Salam, you get this.
Bring out the booze, Grandma.
All right, that was a lot of fun, I thought. I really did. I liked that. I liked... and I also like the clip.
Bring out the booze, Grandma.
So we might actually keep that for a few weeks. And yeah, it's the Jungle Room sessions. But an early leader this month is definitely Jack Mullins with 3. Salam gets 1, Brian Roberts gets 1, and 1015 Elvis gets 1. By the way, 1015 Elvis, great videos. I like them. I watch them. Now, in a few minutes, I will be revealing the poll, and I'll also be opening the phone lines if you want to ring in about this topic, or if you want to ring in about anything Elvis. If you also want to ring in about the new film that's supposed to be, or movie, I call it a film, a movie that's coming out based on Elvis and me. If you want to do that, you can as well, or anything. I hear that Nancy Shank. Hi, Steve. Good to see you. Hello, Nancy. By the way, if you want me to address something in particular, you can send me a super chat by hitting the $sign, and it highlights on the screen, and it doesn't go away till I address it. You can also, what else can you do? I don't know what else you can do. You can buy me a coffee if you want, because that helps support the channel. Please hit the like button, subscribe. Only subscribers can comment, and only subscribers can take part in the quiz to win prizes. And speaking of prizes, somebody in the next little while, another half hour maybe or so, maybe less, is going to win the Blu-ray. Now, the topic is this young lady here. Beautiful, beautiful Lisa Marie Presley. What is a possibility of Lisa living in the grounds of Graceland? Now, according to reports, Lisa Marie is currently millions of dollars in debt. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know, because I don't know her personally, and we've only got it to go on what the press is saying. Despite a moderately successful film career, most of Lisa Marie's former fortune came from a trust fund set up by her late father, Elvis, which saw her inherit the majority of the Elvis Presley estate and EPE when she turned 25. That was in 1993, I think, wasn't it? The fund was worth $100 million by the time Lisa Marie inherited it in 1993, which equates to, and get this, $207 million in today's money. So it was a lot. Rather than inherit the money directly, Lisa Marie opted to set up a revocable living trust and appointed a man named Barry Siegel to manage the estate. In 2005, Siegel advised to sell 85% of EPE in a deal that pocketed Lisa just $40 million after taxes, which isn't really a lot when you think about it. I mean, it might be a lot to me and you, but 85% of the estate, and she only got 40 million after taxes. That's around 62 million today. Most of Lisa's money from the Elvis estate had disappeared by 2015. She had just $14,000 left in her trust and was $500,000 in credit card debt, according again to media. This has nothing to do with me, I don't know, but this is what we're being told. She fired Siegel in 2015 and filed a lawsuit against him 2 years later, claiming he'd squandered 100 million, 86 million sterling, of her fortune. Siegel countered that Lisa Marie excessive spending had put the estate in debt. It was reported in 2019 that Lisa Marie had signed a book deal with Gallery Books that was worth between $3 and $4 million. Since then, Lisa Marie's life has taken an extremely bad turn. Her son, Benjamin Keogh, died on July 12, 2020, at the age of just 27, in Calabasas, in California, of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Now, obviously, she was devastated by this. Who wouldn't be? And Lisa has since then, she hasn't been seen out that much in public. I mean, she has been seen out, don't get me wrong, but nowhere near as much as previously. Obviously, she was seen at the Baz movie, the Baz Luhrmann movie promotion and so forth, and in Memphis and so forth. It's unknown where she currently resides permanently. Now, there are rumors that there is a home in Tennessee. Plus, she stays upstairs in Graceland at times during the year, and also just down the road from Graceland at the guest house. As mentioned earlier, in August 2005, Lisa Marie sold 85% of the business side of her father's estate. She kept the Graceland property itself, as well as a bulk of the possessions found therein, and she turned over the management of Graceland to CKX Inc., an entertainment company. Graceland's Holding LLC, led by Managing Director Joel Weinshanker, is the majority owner of EPE. Lisa Marie retains 15% ownership of the company. Lisa Marie retains 100% sole personal ownership of Graceland Mansion itself and the 13-acre original grounds. Now, this is where my point starts. And her father's personal effects, meaning costumes, wardrobe, awards, furniture, cars, etc. She has made the mansion property and her father's personal effects permanently available for tours of Graceland and for the use of and EPE operations. Now, so she owns the mansion and she owns the 13 acres surrounding it. I mentioned Benjamin Keogh being buried in the meditation garden, and with all her problems, ongoing problems that she has, what would be the possibility of Lisa building out back of Graceland? We know there's an awful amount of room out the back of Graceland, not just at the front. There's an awful lot at the front, but there's also even more at the back. Building a property way away from the mansion where none of the tours are allowed to go. Would it be beneficial for her state of mind and her health and so forth if she did that? This is what I've been thinking during the week. How beneficial would it be if she lived on the Graceland grounds, and would she ever consider it? Now, that's one of the things I would love to hear from you. Do you think it would be beneficial? Do you think she'll ever do it? No, it would do her more harm than good, being in such close proximity to where all her family are buried. So I'd like to hear from you about that. I'm also going to open up the phone lines in a second, but first of all, I'm going to ask you this poll question, this interactive poll, and it's only got 3 options. Would it be good for Lisa Marie to live on the Graceland estate, not in the mansion, but actually on the estate, well away from the mansion where none of the tours go, but on the Graceland estate? So it is yes, no, or unsure. If you're watching this on playback, you won't actually see that, but you will hear me. You won't be able to vote on it either, but you will hear me announce the poll result at the end of the show. So keep voting. The more people that vote, the better. We'll have a more accurate feeling from the fans, how they think it will go. And I'm also going to open up the phone lines, if I can get into that. You can actually phone me free on... Now, let me just take that off a minute because it's blocking it. You can call me free on WhatsApp. It's 353 if you're outside of Ireland, and 87959 You can also use Instagram and Messenger. Okay, here we go. Hi.
Hello, Steve.
Well, Maxine, how's that 70s box set?
It's good.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? You need the other one now. You need the 50s and the 60s. Have you got either of those?
I haven't, no.
Right.
Trying to nag my mum for Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you know, I might actually start thinking about giving the 50s or the 60s away as a prize maybe in the next few months, and you can...
Yeah, that'll be good.
The only thing is you can't be moderator then because, of course, you know... Because Maxine has to know the answers because, you know, she has to look to see who gets the answer first.
Yeah, that is the only problem.
So, yeah, a bit of a drawback, that. So, what do you think?
I don't mind. I think it would do a good... in a way, but then remembering the memories of what happened to her son Benjamin and what happened to her dad.
Yeah.
I think it's 50-50.
Yeah, what about doing up the house on Dolan? Somebody else has just mentioned she'd be better off living in Vernon's old house on Dolan.
That would be better for her.
But it wouldn't be as secure, you see, because it is on a main street. Dolan Drive is easily accessible. That's the only thing. That
is, yeah.
Okay, and years ago it was okay for Vernon, but times have changed now.
Exactly. But I reckon if she she could hire security anyway.
Yeah, true.
And put like a little security thing on the side of it and just upgrade the gates on it and upgrade the house, and she'd have a lot of privacy then if she got the high gates around it. I think it would do a good to
they'd have to be fencing just along the sidewalk there, because as far as I know it is completely open. It's just a grass and then the sidewalk and then the as far as I know, the last time I saw it. So you think, yes, it would be a good idea for her to move into at least the Graceland property anyway?
It would, yeah, because she's had it'd help her, I think, in some way spiritually, but mentally it might be a lot harder than what people would think, because of obviously she's got great memories of her father and her son, and
exactly
that's the only issue.
I mean, I know she didn't spend a lot of time there after the divorce, but she did grow up there and she visited Elvis on a regular basis, so she must have a lot of memories there.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Very good.
100%.
Okay. All right.
All right, Steve.
Thanks, Maxine. Cheers.
All right.
All
bye.
the best. Bye. Yeah. I just thought, yes, I saw somebody mention Dolan Drive. I don't think it would be easy to secure Dolan Drive, though. I just think it's too open. I just don't see Dolan Drive as being a viable option. The house on Dolan Drive would be mobbed constantly if she lived there. It's a pretty small house compared to what she is used to. Yeah, Bob, I agree. I just think it would be just too unsecure. Let's take another call here. Hi, Mark.
Hello, Steve. How you doing?
Good shows there during the week. I was watching them on Facebook.
Oh, thank you. Cheers.
Yeah.
Thank you much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What do you think?
Personally, I don't think so. I don't think she would move back into Graceland itself, or probably not even behind the house. An option for me, you know, she probably could move into the guest house or around, because there's still room around by the guest house. But I was thinking, would she move back in with her mum Priscilla somewhere?
Yeah.
If things got tough, you know.
Priscilla sold up recently. Is Priscilla still in California, though?
I think she is. I know I'm not sure. Did she have a couple of properties and sold one? I'm not too sure.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Because I think it may be, you know, you don't know if the new film that Priscilla's from the book is to fund a daughter in a way as well. You don't know, do you?
Yeah. Now, you see, my thinking is, I know she can stop in the guest house anytime she wants, obviously.
Yeah.
Same as Priscilla. And she does visit Graceland. I think she visits Graceland around Christmas as well. And I think they do have Christmas dinner in the dining room at Graceland. And of course, she stays upstairs on a regular basis. But I just think that, you know, she can only do that when it doesn't disrupt the tours. You know, so building a building out the back, I think, would be the thing. I mean, I think Dolan, as I said earlier, I think Dolan is completely out of the question. It's just too insecure. You get some nutcase trying to bang on her door and see her, you know.
Yeah, it's not particularly safe around there.
No.
You know, if you go past Graceland itself, it's a place where you just don't want to go on your own.
Unfortunately. It's got like that.
I wouldn't have thought that would be. I know she could have security. She could have security around the clock, I suppose. But, you know, I don't think the area itself would appeal to her. If she wanted to go back, it'd be back to Graceland. But I don't think it would be anywhere else. There's a possibility. The only thing is there is a possibility she might build something behind there, because now she's close to her son, isn't she?
Well, this is it. Yeah.
You know, and it's sad that it's ended up like that for her. I think she's, you know, in her life she's been a bit, you know, she's been led astray in some ways, hasn't she? You know, she had a good singing career. Her first album did well. Yeah. You know, he thought, and she was going to blossom off that, and it didn't quite happen. And then obviously got involved with a few people she shouldn't have got involved with. I don't know. And you think, like, well, she might go back and live with Priscilla. You don't know, do you? But
no. You see, I suppose the twins have still got to be considered. I mean, the other children, Riley is obviously old enough to fend for herself, but Finley and Harper, that has to be taken into account as well, where they'd want to live, I suppose.
Yeah, of course, yeah. See, there's a lot of. It's not just her to take involved, is it? Really, like you said, it's her kids as well. So I'm sure she's going to be even more closer to her kids now than she ever was because of losing one. So I'd thought she'd be, you know, to try and find the safest, secure place, you know, for all of them, you know.
I don't, you know, I mean, she's obviously still grieving over Ben, because it's something you would never get over that. No. I'm sure she's just trying to live with it. I'm sure she's just taking every day, one day at a time. But it was just a thought that ran through my head. Would she be better off maybe moving to the estate, not so much living in the building itself, but out the back somewhere?
Yeah, that's it. Have you bought the Blu-ray yourself yet?
No, I haven't. No, but what I'll do is probably when I order it for the winner, I'm going to get one myself as well.
Yeah, well, I haven't got around to one myself yet, but I will. Do you know if there any extras on it at all?
Yeah, I think there is. I did see that there is extras on it, and I also heard as well. Actually, you've just reminded me, the Elvis on Tour set has been pushed back from December to January. Did you hear that?
No, I haven't heard that one.
Yeah, a lot of people, I think Elvis last was one of the people that said that she'd got a notification to say that her order had been not suspended, had been delayed until January.
All right. I suppose, is that going to come out because of his birthday?
Yeah, you'd think it maybe would be the idea. I don't know the exact idea why, but it could come out at his birthday, couldn't it?
Yeah, I suppose it could do, unless they've decided to release something else as well. It can tie with that, which won't be nice, but still waiting for all the unseen stuff, aren't we? But
because you see, the thing is I thought initially they probably thought, well, let's get it out in December for Christmas.
Yeah.
So now it can't be that if it's coming out in January instead. So that just made me think when you said the DVD.
Yeah. It looks good. It's all the stuff that we have got on bootleg or all the Madison shows, but I'm sure it'll be in stereo and more of a.
Oh, the quality I would imagine would be second to none.
The quality would be great. Yeah. It's,
all right, lovely to hear from you, Mark. Thanks a lot.
Okay, cheers.
All righty, bye. Yeah, I just thought of that when I was talking to Mark there about the Elvis on Tour box set that was scheduled to come out early December, has been pushed back to January. And if anybody has got a cast iron reason for why it's been pushed back, please let me know. Maybe send me a super chat or send me a chat on the chat and I can look at it later. But if you send me a super chat, I'll see it now. Right. If there's nobody else calling in. Oh, there is. I beg your pardon. There is. Just as I said that. Hello.
Good evening, Steve. It's Aaron.
Hey, Aaron. How are you doing?
We're doing great. We're watching your show.
Thanks very much. Are you enjoying it?
Of course. We always do.
I had to ask that just in case.
I just mentioned in the comments that if I would ever win something during your show, then I would just donate the prize to anybody who wants it.
Well, oh, right. That's very kind of you.
Yeah. So to respond to the question that you had
about Lisa.
Her living at the property of Graceland, I don't even think that would be a good idea. They just built a big resort, the Graceland resort.
Yeah.
And I think that Elvis Presley Enterprises should just give her a suite in that place for her to live in that in that resort instead of on the Graceland property. Because
you mean the guest house?
Yeah, the guest house. Yeah.
They'd have to give her sort of a private entrance and exit, though, because every time she wanted to come and go, she'd have to sort of run the gauntlet of the fans.
Yeah, that's true.
And as we said earlier on, I don't think Dolan would be a goer. The only thing I can think of is building out the back of Graceland if she wanted to be that close to Benjamin and her father and Vernon and Gladys and Minnie May.
Yeah, what I do believe is that the family is still visiting Graceland at special occasions.
Yes.
I think like Christmas and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But other than that, I don't think she would be comfortable living there by herself, considering the fact there's so many memories there.
Mm. Yeah, well, I mean, I would have thought most of them would have been happy. Although, obviously, the day that Elvis passed away would have been a very unhappy memory for her. But 99% of it would have been happy, I think, anyway.
Yeah. I've been there a couple of times, and I've seen Vernon's house, and as y'all say, it's very open.
It is.
And considering that fact, I don't think that will be a good place either. Because even if she would have had security around, it will be there will be too many people wanting to talk to her as soon as you just got out of the house, so no, that wouldn't be a good idea.
Another reason I think maybe Dolan wouldn't be a good idea is because I believe in the future EPE will buy Vernon's house and do it up and make it part of the tour. That's what I think. They've tried numerous times actually to buy it, but they haven't been able to close the deal. But eventually I think that's what will happen.
Well, it might be a good idea. I mean, now I think it's just more important for her to have a more relaxed life, because of the fact what she's going through, the things we might not know and everything. So my opinion is it's just having a relaxed life without having any problems. Because what I do know, and I don't know if you guys know that, but in her business, she had people working for her that kind of, and now excuse my language now, screwed her over, and that caused her to almost go bankrupt.
Yeah,
and it's her personality and her trust that she wants to have in people that just destroyed her.
Yeah,
and it's really sad.
Well, I mean, anyway, we know that she is still going through a very, very difficult time because things like Benjamin's death, those are wounds that they're not going to heal. She's just going to have to try and live with something like that, which must be incredibly difficult to have to live with something like that.
Oh yeah, that's terrible, and the moment I saw that, I was just devastated, because let's just face it. You know, a lot of people put a brand on this guy for him looking so much like Elvis from the younger era.
Yeah.
And he knew that, you know, and that took its toll also, you know, because he can't live with that,
stigma,
you know, stamp on his face. You know, you have to be the younger Elvis or whatever, you know, because he really didn't want to be that.
Yeah. Good point. Aaron, it was lovely speaking to you. I always enjoy your call. Thank you very, very much.
Good luck on your show, and everybody have a wonderful day.
Thanks, Aaron. All the best.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah. It's so difficult to try and sort of express in words just what Lisa must be going through at the moment because of the death of her son. It's just unimaginable for somebody obviously to even begin to imagine what it must be like. But we are, as I say, we are going to do Elvis history coming up. Don't forget to still, please, if you haven't voted, would it be a good idea for Lisa Marie to live on the Graceland estate? Yes, no, or are you unsure what it would do for her? Now, this is actually on the estate, on part of the 13 acres, not exactly in the mansion, because if she has quarters upstairs, we believe. In fact, she's told us that she does stay upstairs on occasion. And, but no, because that just would not work for her, simply because the tours, you know, she would be upstairs and she'd know that the fans would be filing through downstairs, and she just, no. But what about the estate? What about the estate? Right. So on this day in Elvis history, let's see now. Let me get I have photographs for you. On this day, October the 2nd, 1954, Elvis sang Blue Moon of Kentucky at the Grand Ole Opry Ryman Auditorium in Nashville. Ever since Elvis was in the regional Billboard charts, Sam Phillips had tried to get Elvis in the Opry. Finally, he succeeded thanks to the Opry manager Bill Denny. After the Opry, Elvis appeared briefly on the Midnight Jamboree radio show hosted by Ernest Tubb. All was broadcast live. Now, this fella called Jim Kenny, of course, is the fella that also told Elvis, you may quit and go back to driving a truck. Yeah, he got that right, didn't he? I bet he never lived that down. 1955, Elvis Presley's I Forgot to Remember to Forget hits number 2 on the Memphis record charts. After being picked by RCA Victor, it would go on to reach number 1 on the Billboard Country and Western chart in February 1956 during a 39-week stay, and number 4 on the Billboard Most Played Jockeys chart. It was the first record to give Elvis national exposure. That was 1955. 1957, yep. Elvis watched a special screening of Jailhouse Rock accompanied by Vernon and Gladys. And there's a promotion still from Jailhouse Rock. Elvis was assigned to the Ray Casernes Barracks in Friedberg on this day in 1958. Before he was declared off limits to the press, there was a news conference at which Elvis answered all the now well-known questions by the reporters. At a press conference in Germany, a reporter asked Elvis if he is afraid of being forgotten by music fans while he is in the army. Elvis responds, "It makes you wonder, but if people forget me, I can't complain. I had it once." So he's saying that at least he tasted success. Of course, we didn't forget him, and we're still talking about him. 1959, 15-year-old Elvis fans... Sorry, I beg your pardon. 15 Elvis fans were arrested in East Germany after they marched through the streets of Leipzig chanting "Long Live Elvis Presley," who was stationed in the US military at the time. The fans were given prison sentences of 6 months to 4.5 years. Now, that sounds a little bit heavy-handed for just going through the streets saying long live Elvis Presley. Well, there you are. 1962. Oh yeah, there's the barracks. There's the barracks shots. I had some barracks shots of Elvis lying on his bunk. Photographer taking a photograph of him. What else? There's another one. Looks like he's getting ready there to shine some boots by the looks of it, or put his boots away anyway. 1962. The single Return to Sender was released with Where Do You Come From as the B-side. There it is. Ask your dealer for the Elvis Presley calendar, it says on the front of that single sleeve. Ask your dealer about Elvis's 1963 color calendar. So, yeah, merchandise. Okay. 1971, the Elvis Presley album, Almost in Love, hit number 38 in the UK. In Palm Springs at the Frontier Gun Shop, Elvis bought 6 guns and a pair of Derringers along with ammunition. 1974, yeah, here we go. Elvis performed at the Civic Center, St. Paul, Minnesota. And of course, we have some photographs with my favorite jumpsuit. Yes. And don't forget, I think next week we are going to do Name the Jumpsuit as the quiz topic. So brush up on the names of the jumpsuits. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that next week, how we're going to make sure that the answer is the correct answer. Because I know some jumpsuits went by various names, but I'll tell you next week how I'm going to decide who has the right answer. And on this day in 1977, October the 2nd, 1977, the bodies of Elvis and Gladys were moved from Forest Hill Cemetery to the Meditation Garden at Graceland to rest alongside Vernon was still alive by then, but to rest alongside, there was a little plaque as well given for Jesse Garin as well. And they obviously, Gladys and Elvis would be joined later by Vernon in 1979 and Minnie May in 1980. Right, coming up is going to be the winner of the Blu-ray, and I'll be announcing the winner of that, and I'll also be giving you the poll result as well. And I wish Elvis had recorded a song. I wish Elvis had recorded. Now, Jack, you're getting a lot of mentions tonight, simply because you did really well in the quiz. You also provided us with this.
Bring out the booze, Grandma.
And also, you suggested this song. It's by John Hyatt from his album Crossing Muddy Waters. It's called Gone. Okay? Gone. And here's some lyrics. It's a real fun song. It goes like this. Gone, like my last paycheck. Gone, gone away. Gone, like the car I wrecked. Gone, gone away. Gone like a fifth of gin. Gone like the shape I'm in. Gone, gone away. My baby's gone away. Gone like a Nixon file. Gone, gone away. Gone like my landlord's smile. So you can kind of guess sort of where this is going. Now, it's the kind of song that I think Elvis would have had a lot of fun fooling with. If he had been alive when the song came out. The song didn't come out until 2000, I believe. And I just know that he would have improvised the words and cracked himself up laughing. You know, he would have thrown in some other things that he could have mentioned that had gone away. you know Elvis. He always, especially when he was rehearsing, he'd always throw something in to crack the band up. So I'll put a link below after this video finishes, and you can click on it and you can listen to this John Hyatt song called Gone. And if there's a song that you wish Elvis had recorded, you can send it in to me, send the details in to me, and we can always feature it in a future show. Now, I want to remind you that I'm still going to leave the poll open for another few minutes. But I've got to remember to close it because I nearly forgot. Was it last week I nearly forgot to close it? Would it be a good idea for Lisa Marie to live on the Graceland estate? Yes, no, or unsure. And I want as many people, if you haven't yet voted, to click on one of those options, because it's just, it just gives us a better sort of outcome of what people are thinking about Lisa Marie. Because, I know it's not exactly Elvis, but she is the closest connection we have with Elvis, being his daughter. So I wanted to feature her, and then maybe next week we'll be back to a Elvis topic. So, would it be a good idea for Lisa Marie to live on the Graceland estate? Yes, no, or unsure. Now, Photoshop. Yes, Photoshop. We have got a lovely, lovely picture of Elvis and Lisa. And here we go. They're both fast asleep in the bed. But unfortunately, no, it's not. It's not Lisa. Well, it is Lisa, but it's not Lisa and Elvis together. Because if you look at that, and then you look at this, you see on the left, there is the original picture of Lisa Marie in her cot. You can just see behind her the side of the cot, and just in the bottom right, you can see something like a toy or something hanging. And then you can see there how it's been used in the Photoshop. So let's go on to the next one. How did they do Elvis? Well, this is how I think they did Elvis. I can't say for sure, but it's close. They've taken a 1969 shot of Elvis performing at the International Hotel. They've taken away, obviously, the microphone and his hand by the looks of it, and they've inserted an arm which looks grotesquely sort of amputated nearly, and they've sort of tidied up his hair as well. But if you look at the mouth and the crease underneath his nose and the way the mouth looks, that's almost nearly the same. And there's like a dark patch here on Elvis's head on the top photograph where they've tried to sort of alter the hair and cover up his ear. So that's how that's done. So that's the picture I think they've used for Elvis. And even here, Elvis's jaw seems to sort of melt into his neck. So it just doesn't look right. So if you ever see that shot again, and people are going, ooh, isn't that lovely with Elvis and Lisa Marie sleeping together in Graceland or in Palm Springs or wherever? No, it's not. It's two separate photographs. Right. Will I do the poll result? I will do the poll result, and then we will tell you who is the recipient of the winner of the Fan of the Month for September, the Elvis Blu-ray. Would it be a good idea for Lisa Marie to live on the Graceland estate? How do I close this? I tell you how I close it. I'm going to have a quick look first of all. End poll. Right. And there it is, people. No, 40%. Yes, 40%. Unsure, 19%. Now, that doesn't really add up to 100, does it? So that should be 20%, shouldn't it? But it's a tie. It's a tie for yes and no. And 20% roughly are unsure. So the jury is out. Nobody can nobody can say for certain, would it be good for her? Would it be beneficial for her to live on the estate? Now, not in Graceland, but actually in the estate. Now, we have, I wish I had a drum roll, but I think I did have a drum roll, and I think I removed it from the sound box. So what I can do is I can probably give I might give a cheer to this person. And I did see this person on the comments earlier on. The winner of the DVD or the Blu-ray, there, Baz Luhrmann, Elvis Blu-ray. Congratulations to Elvis Austin. Elvis Austin is the winner. He had overall, as far as I remember, 7 correct answers over the month of September. So, Elvis Austin, if you're watching this, if you're still here, or you watch this on playback, if you've had to leave, Elvis Austin has left the building, you can send me an email to elvistheultimatefan@gmail.com with all your details, and I will get that sent to you. Or send me an email first of all, and then I'll reply to you telling you what I need. So congratulations. And Elvis Austin is still in the building, and he says thank you all. Okay, well, I hope you enjoy this. Oh, hang on a second. We have another call. Great. Okay. Hello. Hello. Well, we did have a call, but what happened was the person put the phone down. So if they do want to call back, maybe they just hit the call button by mistake. So, yes, as I say, Elvis Austin, congratulations. You are the recipient of the Elvis Blu-ray, the Baz Luhrmann movie. I hope you haven't got it. Yeah, Norset says mystery caller. Yeah. I like it.
Grandma?
What have I got to do here? I've got to push this, I think. Thank you very, very much for joining me this evening. I hope you enjoyed the show. And we'll do it all again next week. And don't forget, we're going to be doing that Name the Jumpsuit in the quiz next week. So brush up on your jumpsuits. Thanks to all the callers, Mark and Maxine and Aaron. Very, very nice of you to call in. If you do want to support the channel, you can buy me a coffee using the link below. I hope you all have a very nice and safe week. And until next Sunday, take care of yourselves. And I'll see you then.